I'm the man. Act like you know me. Popping off like a semi. Man, I rap like it's loaded. I mean my crew hot, your crew not. We too sick, no flu shot. What it do? What it do? It's your boy BX Brother 730, and I'm live streaming Madden LFL14, LFL14 Custom Franchise Mode Season 3. My Jets going up against the Buffalo Bills. All right, come on, come down here. Come on, let's go. Go Bree's room. Go help Bree.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as Ed sails over the end line. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up. Because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And down he goes.
Yo, Devontae, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man?
It's a gain of
I don't know how he was wide open right there.
Down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Should I maintain it, man? Trying to get this W right here. I need this for this week.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, they called a pass interference on me.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To the air, Allen completes it to Benjamin. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
The Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
And they'll run it here. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that one blown up quick.
Oh, when'd you get it?
As he's going to be stopped
Recently?
before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Allen going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3-19!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Let's go.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the end zone, Newton going underneath for Crowell. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton.
Way to hang on to it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. He got 29 yards that time. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he does.
Would have been nice, but that's coming back. Eagle blocking it back.
On the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though.
They definitely got to fix it. That wasn't even a block in the back either,
They
man.
had a great game the week before.
Definitely wasn't.
That's just going to naturally continue. Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. To throw on second down is Newton. A little dump off for Corral. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a third down. Now Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
All right.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
They'll try and run.
Close, Williams, close.
Stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up.
Nah, the one was the spin. The other one was one of those tackle joints where they just make you spin on your own.
Second and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle, and he is in.
Oh, he got it.
Touchdown,
Okay, we'll take it.
It's the fullback, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Jets are able to strike for 6.
He didn't get it.
And that's why you have the fullback. Charles couldn't get it into play before with a smaller guy, turned to a little more power, they score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Damian Williams, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And now running right through it. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Allen. It's a short one here.
Nice.
To the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
All right, now look at 56.
To the shotgun snap to Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Let's go.
Linebacker Kevin Minter. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down.
Oh my God, Cam.
Here's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns is going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Set. Green, 39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56.
Allen now on
What?
first down.
Yeah, he didn't mean to
Got
do that.
incomplete over the middle. It's Hernandez. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Allen to throw on second.
There we go.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Newton.
Let's go
He's
to
got his man
that.
on the crossing
Oh,
route.
man.
And he's
Oh,
taken
man.
down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down, Newton steps away to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Newton now to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Yeah.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players
my
who
God.
can make a play in any spot on the field.
Holding.
He's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Out of the gun, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Let's rock now.
From the gun, here's Newton. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
All right, we just got to get in field goal range.
That would have been a great catch, but
Get all
really
that.
difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Jets on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Newton throwing again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now to try the Jets field goal, Cairo Santos. This from 54 yards away. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick.
DJ, you got to read those onside kick rules, buddy boy. You might have not known you picked that.
The Jets have got it. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
They start the second half here with Williams. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Let's rock now. You're set. 180.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he slings one that's incomplete. Jordan Leggett the target there. And it's 3rd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Back to throw, Newton. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That's caught inside the 20. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play here for the Bills. 67 yards.
Try that again.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The first carry for Patrick DeMarco. And the hole closes quickly here. He can.
Hey, Daniel, I'm using
It'll be a
the Lions playbook.
And it brings up second and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Allen. Forced out to his
And
left.
nobody goes and chase him down. And I got you guys in the run fit.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fielded about a yard deep. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them.
Hey.
Not easily done.
20.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, Newton. Throws right side, and that's complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Newton now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton.
Where is? Oh my God, bro! My line keeps killing me, man.
Jayon Brown. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Newton now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's
I totally missed him then.
Like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah,
and I missed this field goal too.
Down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good field position to start the drive after
I told you I had another game,
Here's
so
first
relax.
down from the 42.
Detroit!
Allen now looks to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Now Allen throwing on second down.
All right, let's go. Way to get in there. Way to get in there.
Lorenzo Malden in there.
I need to get in there one more game.
Sack number 15 for him on the year.
Free. Mom's calling you.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. 319.
Oh, false start. Come on. Nah, Keith, I ain't letting that happen, man. Can't let it happen, bro.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Can't let it happen. I got to send the heat on this one.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Okay.
Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And look at this, it's a fake.
Good
this is
shit.
Incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Risky. And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't
How does he
work,
bounce
not
off
so
of that
smart.
block?
In this
Hold
case,
the
not so
block.
genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down, Newton.
Look, he couldn't even get out of there quick enough, man.
And take him down for the sack. Trent
And
Murphy
oh man,
in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left.
Let's go, Cam.
It's caught inside the 20. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be
Bought enough time in the
final play
pocket,
of
man.
the third quarter.
Bought enough time.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Newton. Got a man, it's caught.
Damn, I thought he was going to block shed that, man. Got a little nervous.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. Throwing is Newton. And he rifles one incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
He ate. I don't think he's running.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On 1st down, Allen. Flushed out
You
right.
gotta give me that.
And to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Allen.
There we go. Get that sack. Let's go.
They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And no, it's incomplete. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Newton. Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Shifts by him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Lucky 56. Now let's go.
Allen off the play fake. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
One final try here for Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Hernandez. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Set. Green 39.
Here's Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Avery Williamson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Allen, operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. Coleman has it here right side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, God, you guys got to be there.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend the play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jets, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win.
All right, good game, good game. Thanks all for tuning in. Madden 19, custom franchise mode, LFL14, Season 3. My New York Jets just defeated the Buffalo Bills.
That'll do it
Tune
for
in
us.
next
I'm
time.
Brandon Gaudin, alongside
And the
Charles
Jets
Davis.
take on the
Thanks to
Houston
our
Texans.
entire crew as well. We'll
Peace.
talk to you next time. So long.
Yeah, every day that's you and me. All day that's us, boo. Came through with that new thing. See, I don't know why I trust you. Crazy now, I'm just too on. Maybe now I'm just too gone. Maybe now I'm just looking for that same vibe that you on. Cause I'm out here with my boys, going crazy in this bitch. Overseas, getting Benz. No Mercedes in this bitch. We made the album 9 months. Had a baby in this bitch. I'm with your babe on the run. Like I'm Jay-Z in this bitch. I don't smoke a lot, but I get green. But ball out, no SBs. I caught you out, you got serving that beat stop. No step team, I came through and that's real shit. No, Nova came, but I feel this. Feeling kid when I feel banks. I still be spitting that Will Smith. I shut it down, we do that. Hell yeah, we knew that. Yo, girl, give me them crazy eyes. Orange is that new black. Black code, that's why I'm think about it. Stress me out, so I drink about it. They talk a lot, but it's all good, so it's too real. Don't think about it.
She take me out of my place, but I stay in my zone. Look me right in my face.